Been listening to it all morning. Thank you, DJ Michelle, for the lovely intro music. And without further ado, we will jump in to our day. We are spreading the positivity. We're spreading it far and wide, opening up our jar of positivity, ripping off the foil cardboard adhered top, and then plunging our butter knife into the fresh positivity and then just spreading it everywhere. It's what we do. I'm a visual guy. Like that's what's going on in my head when I think of spreading positivity through the Aloha spirit. The positive attitudes lead to positive outcomes for the people we hire. That's me. The people we feed, the spaces we build, our communities, and our partners. Huh. Yep, that's what we do. That is what we do. All right. The fact that you keep showing up even on the hard days is proof that you're stronger than you think. Trust yourself. You're building something brighter every step forward. Gemma Torres, thank you very much for that submission. It's a fantastic quote. Hey, the hard days are behind you. There may be a few in front of you, but you survive. Fall down 7, get up 8. That's what we do. Right now is a really, really good time for us, and we got to ride that wave, get that momentum, the way things are rolling. Just keeping them going, keeping them going. So, who would we be honoring today with our purpose driven? Purpose driven. The value of purposeful and meaningful work. When we work towards something, anything that is, with intention, it provides a feeling of satisfaction and purpose like nothing else can. So you choose your why. You put in 100%, unless today is the day that you're giving blood. Take initiative, be creative, and stay positive. And who does that? Who does it? Well, let's see. Oh, Miss Cindy Perez, our General Counsel. Many of you may not have met Cindy. Smiling faces all around. I love it. It's about time that we honor one of the hardest working people in this company. Cindy is always quick to support the marketing team, says Miss Amy Hale. Amy Hale? Didn't her name used to be Howater? Bringing sharp legal insight and confidence to every big idea. Well, that's nice to say. We're so grateful for her talent and love that she hunts treasures for antique for her antique booth too. Very nice. Miss Amy Hale. I'm grateful for Cindy. I'm grateful Cindy joined us as general counsel. Her experience, ingenuity, and thoughtful approach have been invaluable, and she's fit seamlessly into our culture and leadership at H Bros. John Nelson. What John will tell you is for a general counsel, Cindy joined us in a very challenging time for us legally. We've had different disputes and different things that I never bore you guys with because it is one really a waste of time when people argue with us. But Cindy joined at that exact moment, and John and I spent a couple of hours trying to talk her out of it. We thought it was our duty, part of our culture, to explain to her some of the difficulties she was going to be encountering right when she walked in the door. And nevertheless, she came anyways. She's a trooper. She is battle hardened and is ready to fight with us and came in fighting minute one. What her real job will be someday is signing franchise agreements and development agreements and leases and doing all the things that are about positive growth for the company. But alas, we've had some challenges, and Cindy is a great warrior to have in your corner. I think what John says about fitting in the culture really comes down to the idea that she wanted to be a part of this, and I think she actually appreciated that John and I were trying to talk her out of it. When I say talk her out of it, I just wanted to be transparent and say, we've got some challenges in the next 12 months. And I think it was just a couple of weeks ago that we've put most of that behind us. So very happy to have her here. See what else others say about her. Cindy does a fantastic job guiding us through unusual situations and finding solutions that work for everyone. Her knowledge and experience are truly invaluable to the team. Carrie, Carrie, Carrie likes to bring the unusual situations so that we can navigate through them. I like that. That's a good one, Carrie. Very grateful for Cindy's expertise and constant support across franchise, legal topics, transfers, and lease assignments. Her broad perspective helps us see opportunities from new angles and drive smarter decisions. Grand Kreutzer, very, very nice. Oh, we got more. We got a triple bagger here. Three pages. Cindy has brought tremendous value. Brought tremendous value brought to H Bros. Okay, I think we had Cameron, a little bit of a double there. Her rare ability to pair sharp legal judgment with a deep understanding of our culture has made navigating complex situations seamless and effective. That's nice. Cindy's presence has made a meaningful difference, and I'm deeply grateful for her contributions. Very nice, Mr. McNee. And lastly, Cindy's vast legal expertise and tireless work ethic are unmatched. What she accomplishes is incredible, and she still radiates a positive aloha spirit every day. It's a true blessing to work with her. Mr. Joel Worcester, one of our founders, many of you may not have met Joel, but that's high praise coming from him. Smiles all around, Cindy. Thank you, and we're all very grateful to have you here. Legal counsel is usually not something you want to have, but for us, the beauty of legal counsel is it's behind every growth opportunity that we have, every new franchisee that we sign, every new lease that we sign to start a new building. And I think that's really where Cindy's going to help us reach our potential. Grateful to have you, Cindy. Thank you. And we get into the dad jokes now. It's fun to spread these dad jokes around. That's how we spread positivity. We take one of these dad jokes and we tell others. We create a splash and ripple effect. So think about it. Which one of these, take your pick, select one, and pass it on. Take one and pass it on. Let's go. Here we go. Why don't trees ever get in trouble in the fall? Because they always turn over a new leaf. Julio. Julio has become the new joke maker upper. I hate to, accuse people of things, but from time to time I think that Julio may have made a few of these up. Well, somebody has to make them up. Why not? Why not Julio? Where's the one place you should never take your dog? A flea market? Lake. That is a Lakeish joke. I like it, Lake. There we go. What do you call a belt made of watches? Ha! A waste of time. Rosemary. It's a oldie but goodie. Classic. I like it. All right. I recently bought 51% of a vampire hunting company. And now I'm now the main stakeholder. Wow. Wow. That's solid. That is definitely a Joe joke. I get about one line in and I'm like, this is gonna be Joe's joke. I like it. What is the quickest way to make a pirate mad? Take away the P. Brittany. Very nice. Now look, everybody take a little long look at that word pirate. Take away the P, and you've made them mad. You've made them irate. It's early in the morning, so I thought I would explain that one to you. All right, I'm terrified of elevators, so I'm taking steps to avoid them. Michelle, that's a good. I've never heard that one, and that is a good one. I like it. That's the one right there. Take that one and pass it on. Spread some positivity. What did one plate whisper to the other plate? Dinner is on me, Christina. Another one I haven't heard. I like it. I like it a lot. I like it a lot. All right. Did you know if you turn a canoe over, you can wear it as a hat? That's because it's capsized. Wow, Phil. That's very good. I like that one. That one right there. That's the one you pass on. Capsized. Koi fish always travel in groups of four. If attacked, A, B, and C will scatter, leaving behind the decoy. Sarah. Ah, I remember Amy telling me you were funny, and then you come up with this joke. I love it. No, this is actually one of my favorite jokes. You got to tell them. Good. Paul McDaniel had fish, and I was telling this joke. You got to tell it as if it's a story, like you're a knowledgeable person. Did you know this? I saw a special about this. And the decoy, what's it do? Yep. What did Harry Potter get? How did Harry Potter get down the hill? Walking, JK, rolling. All right, John Weinert. John Weinert. John, I don't know what to make of this one. All right, but it's the last one. What do we got? Photos here. We got photos all around. We got puppy dogs. We've got smiling faces at new restaurants. Shakas all around. Somebody got married. Who got married? Somebody got married up there. That's wild. Over the weekend, somebody became married. That must be why her name changed. She changed her name to her maiden name of Amy Hale. There you go. Look at this. Shakas all around. Smiles. Birthdays with, is that pizza and birthday cake? It's amazing. Amazing. Everybody likes birthday cakes, birthdays. Hey, keep sending those jokes, inspirational quotes, word of the days, purpose-driven content, any of it. Pictures. I like pictures. Send those pictures. I like to, even if you got married over the weekend, send a picture of that. Everybody loves to see a good wedding pic. Or text them 707-572-5642. Let's get to that word of the day. If you were here on time, which many of you were not, we got a lot of people. Somebody just showed up right now. You know who you are. You're like, oh shit, does he know who I am? I know who you are. Number 100 just walked in the door. That's all right. We got started without you. Here we go. Let's jump into if you were here, which you Mr., Mrs., whoever walked in, you do not know the word of the day, but if you were here on time, you would, and you could text it right now. B. Taylor Allison Swift Kelsey's lucky number 13, and you will win 100 bones. Who gives you 100 bones just for showing up to the meeting on time? Well, who's got two thumbs and does that? This guy. Angie, great job. You got tailgate. It's a football weather, tailgating out there. You got that last week, and you got yourself 100 bones. What are you going to buy with that? I'd like to know. I'd like to know what you buy. Don't buy anything. Do not buy anything utility, like no commodities. Don't buy something that you need. Don't buy cat litter. Buy something fun with that. That's your mad money. Don't let that just go into the household account. Today, we're going to cover the scorecard, see what's new, get social. This week in AI, what guests are saying said too much in the low 30s again. I know we got a lot of restaurants, but we want to get past those 30s. And it's a lot of repeat offenders. So let's jump into that scorecard and see how we're doing. All green. All green. Crushing it. Sales. Comp positive for the week is amazing. That just is such a great feeling, guys. And you're crushing it, and you're crushing it in every area that's going to drive your business. Your beverage attachment rate, 37.8 against an average of 35.1. You're growing the business. Dessert falling a little bit behind. Falling a little bit behind there, 17.1 when you've been selling 18.6% of your tickets having a beverage on it or having a dessert on it. And then catering, crushing it. This is so important to the business right now because a number of the things that we're going to have to do to bring customers back in. It's a value-driven world right now with all of the inflation and with all the challenges in the macro economy. it is important for us to be able to entice people to come back in, run our combos, run some of the promotions that we run on third party. And when you give up that discount, your check average comes down. When you add a $500 catering order to the week, your check average comes back up, just like that. And we've been able to offset any that we gave away to get more traffic in the door with the work that you guys are doing with the catering. So very, very important. Labor, you guys are crushing it as always, beating the target. Food cost, under one. I like it. 99, old 99, 25 second. You don't see me, that used to be 20. You don't see me complain, oh my God, we're going too fast. That's why we make mistakes. You had plenty of room to spare. You're at 25 seconds, still making the same amount of mistakes. So it's not because you were going too fast. I'll let you relax and move from what was 20 for so long to 25. That's a big change. That's 25% slower drive through than you were running. And alas, we're still making errors on the missing and incorrect. The reviews riding low there with 4.78. We've those been running the 4.8s, so getting too close to that target. Mystery shop is also lower than it has been, but it's still in the green range. Getting in on the social media, and that missing and incorrect is just too high. That's too high. Who's seen the movie Used Cars? That's too high. Yeah, if you've seen that scene, it is classic. I love it. EcoSure Audit 97.2. That is one place you're crushing it. All right, let's jump into it. Miss Leanne Brock up there, killing it. 69 out of 72, 96%. More on her later. Mike O'Donnell, 90%. We got 88% in the company. Like to see get that number up. Aurora, perfect. 45 of 45. The Ohana Group, 45 of 45. Two hundos there. I like that. Julio got a 90. Jose got a 90. We got a 90 in the franchise, which is grade 89. Hey, we are moving in the right direction. Last week was 87. This week, 89. Like to see that back up in the 90s. Like to see more green over here at the territory level. Getting more green lights. Very, very important. All right, let's see who is starting a streak. Just starting it right now. We got Brittany, Chris, Javier, Mareth, Scott. Very nice. Getting your streak started. Get your streak on. Ted and Jorge are my favorite two pupils here. Getting their streak started, and they're Pro Bowlers. That's how you get a streak started, right there. Right there. That's how you get a streak started. Fantastic job, Ted and Jorge. Keep it up. And here we've got, oh, I gotta look hard to find this. Cara and Selvin getting that 2 week streak, actually having a streak. South Austin, hate to see you go. William, Amanda, and Alan, top notch. My favorites. Full Pro Bowl status. I'm loving that. Starting a streak. How long's this one going to run? Amanda likes to run some long streaks, so this one could be going on for a long time. No telling. I love it. Angie, Fabian, Jinky, Jose, got you a 3 week streak. St. Joe and Glendale, hate to see you go. And to get a 3 week streak is quite an accomplishment. It's not easy. It's not easy. St. Joe and Glendale will tell you that. Fell off. All of you had to have some level of knowledge to make that happen. Boy, I'd love it if you shared it. Just shared it alike with everyone. Here's my knowledge. Do I have an extra 120 seconds to speak into a microphone today and then drop an AI prompt and send you a text, an email or text? I think so. That'd be pretty easy. Let's do that. Jim got the three hard ones and a 4 week streak and is stingy with his knowledge. Look at that. He's got his arms crossed. Like, I'm not telling you how I did it. I don't want to tell you how I did it. Give me that knowledge. Give me some of that knowledge. That's what we're looking for. Sharing it alike. Joe knows how to share it, as does Michael. Mueller Michael is a Pro Bowler this week, and both of them have a nice 5 week streak going on. That is fantastic. That's not easy, guys. That's a good streak. We got Nick, Sam, and Shay all crushing it with a 6 week streak. Once again, hoarding the knowledge. They're hoarders. If you went to their store and opened up the door, knowledge would just spill out of it. But can't send it my way, huh? Great job on the 6 week streak. Seda has a 7 week streak. Didn't get the sales sticker, so it can't be a Pro Bowler, but still sharing the knowledge of what it took to become a 7 week streak. And you're filling that knowledge bank, which is going to be incredibly important to this business. Very grateful for you doing that. Justin shared it. He's my favorite on the page. Sergio, you know you got that knowledge. You could share it. 8 week streak, both of you, is fantastic. 2 full periods of perfection. Very, very difficult to do. And this is an 8 week streak, and two of you are on it. I love that. Jacqueline, Jack Quellen, if you watched Comedy Central. Jacqueline has a nice 10 week streak, and she's willing to share all of that knowledge in there. I love it. Love it, Jacqueline. That's a great job. That's how you do it. We got to see what we got here. Who's up next? Jude. Jude in Manhattan. Taylor Allison Swift Kelsey's lucky number 13 week. Got all that knowledge stuffed in under that hat and just won't share any of it. Stingy with the knowledge. Could be a Pro Bowler. Could have been a Pro Bowler. I could have been a Pro Bowler. Right there. 13 week streak. Jude, fantastic job. Give me some of that knowledge next time. 33 week streak. What in the world is going on in Gretna? A 33 week streak, and not even the leader of the pack, the lead dog. What do you got to do to be the lead dog around here? 33 weeks and a Pro Bowler. Nick, it's a fantastic job. To pick that up, hand the baton to you, and not even stumble. That is an incredible team up there in Nebraska. To be able to pass, that's, you always think about that. That's where those relay races fail. In the pass of the baton, somebody drops the baton, or they stumble, or they got to slow down or anything. They didn't do any of that up there. They had a nice run started, but Nick, I mean, this isn't like Nick's got a couple of weeks. Nick's got a nice 10, 12, 13 of these weeks under his belt. This has been a fantastic run up there in Gretna, and it doesn't look to end anytime soon. Under the watchful eyes of Nick. Great job, and thank you for sharing all that knowledge. Let's see what we got next. 50 week streak. That's redonkulous, guys. That's all that is. That is absurd. A 50 week streak in Allen, Texas, and a Pro Bowler. Miriam is crushing it, and every one of you, all 104 of you on this call, are rooting for her. And that's the part about this company and this culture that I love. Everybody supporting one another. You'll all have your opportunity to be a champion, but right now, Miriam is going for the record. Just hit the big milestone. Got this week that she's almost done with, and next week, and she will have tied the record. And then we'll all be chanting for an entire week. Miriam, Miriam. I can just hear it as we shout for the champions, because that's what we want. That's what we want, is we want to see excellence. That's the American way, is we want to see records broken. We want to see people reaching excellence. And this is a 50 week streak of all green scorecards. That's just unheard of. It's a difficult thing to do, to manage through weather and all kinds of things, competitive intrusions, ebbs and flows in the trade area around there. that trade area is a volatile trade area from a retail perspective. I mean, it's right next to a mall, and we know what the macro economy's been doing. So if the consumer decides, hey, I don't feel comfortable shopping for Christmas last year, then that's going to affect her. And she still figured out a way every single week to deliver for 50 weeks in a row. That is amazing. That's an amazing accomplishment. I'm rooting for you. Just three more of these to see a new queen crowned at the top. We have a current queen, and to see a new one crowned at the top would be an amazing accomplishment. We're all rooting for you, Miriam. Keep it up. Let's see who the Pro Bowlers are. Almost thought we were going to have to go to another page here. Alan, William, Ted, Nick, great job. Got the double digiters down below. Michael Mueller constantly on there, 15. Jorge's got him 22, old number 22. Marion, 28. And the queen, who was the princess at that time of Old Town, 33. 33-time Pro Bowler. That is the mark of consistency. Now I'll bring back my quote from Top Gun. If any of you are wondering who's the best, here's 8 of them right here. All green scorecards, multiple times. Allen's the baby on there, but he's first time Pro Bowler. Gotta love that. Manda 33 times. This is where it's at, guys. I don't mean to prod you, but hey, this is where the elite are. Great job, guys. All right, we had 30 all greens, 17 close but no cigars. How does that compare with last week? Better. Better all around. Better all around. What got us, though, is just really surprising. Mystery shop. 7 of you. We could have had 37 all green scorecards if we'd gotten an open book test right. That's a shame. The missing and incorrect is going to kill your business. You're just slowly killing your business. Just imagine, like, here's a visual I'd like to have. Just like we're talking, you know, averaging about those of you that missed it, we're probably averaging 2 plus a day. We do 350 guests in a day. Just imagine picking 7 of them. All right. Let's use dine-in guests because that'll well, we use some dine-in and we use some dine-in, use some drive-through, but 7 a day. Take 3 of them and dine in, walk out to the door, and as they're walking out the door, just kick them right in the ass and tell them, get out of here. Because that's what we're doing when you don't give them that. And then drive through, I want you to get a nice, go over to the grocery store, get a nice dozen eggs, and start egging their car as they leave the parking lot. I know that's a wild visual coming from me, but you are literally pissing off 7 of your guests every single day because we don't put in the bag what we're supposed to. We've got to get that right. It should be the highest priority. We have the flag, every guest leaves happy. That's important. A guest that leaves without what they ordered and paid for are not happy. So having missing and incorrect contributing 5 uh, close but no cigars, that's crazy. You did everything else right in your restaurant except for put the stuff in the bag. That's crazy. Crazy 75%. That's not good. All right, let's see what those guests are saying. Arlington costs absolutely nothing to be kind. Huh, that's fact. The young girl working tonight gave you the date even. Was not welcoming. Don't waste your time coming here. Ah, that's a turkey, not a squirrel right there. I came to pick up my order and there was no one at the counter. After 5 minutes, a guy came out and was extremely rude. I told him my order name and he said, don't shout. Oh my God. Even though I was speaking normally, he clearly wasn't taking customer service seriously. I almost felt threatened. Come on, guys. This is somebody that's willing or capable of doing this That's not the first time they exhibited that behavior. And if you're doing your job as a manager, you see that, you have to immediately address it. Give them a pass. Go call Home Depot and say, "You guys need anybody over there? I got a guy for you." Addison, it's my granddaughter's name. Don't come here late at night. It's a warning. Somebody is actively out there. We like to post on social media so that we can grow the business. And some of you guys work hard to put up 5 posts a week. And then somebody is now working equally as hard to tell people not to come in your restaurant. Somebody made a post on social media and said, "Don't come here late at night." Is that what you want? I don't think so. The service was terrible. I was rushed to order, and when I tried to change one side, the worker got upset, raised her voice, and hit her tablet. Thankfully, the person at the front apologized. I recommend going to another location or avoiding this one at night. You're trying to grow your business. It's hard as a general manager. This part is easy. Just hire squirrels. And when you find that somebody showed up in a squirrel costume and they're actually a turkey, liberate them from this horrible customer service job that they never wanted in the first place. Addison, again, my lunch was interrupted when I was asked to leave a review. Well, here's my review. I won't be back. Okay. Guys, that's not how you do it. Hey, will you leave a review? Here's the thing. That's not how you do it. This is what you get for that. It's not what we're doing here. How are you doing today? How's your food? Can I get you anything? Would you like a refill of your drink? Okay. Is this your first time in? Nope. Come here all the time. Oh, that's fantastic. Well, if you want, it's completely up to you. You could leave a review and help us out. That's the way it's done properly. But if you just walk up and go, "I need you to leave a review," this is what you're risking having happened. Especially, it's probably this dude up here that you sent out to get the review. All right, Thomas Road did it well. Ariana showed us the menu and helped to answer all of our questions. Tour guide. It was our first time here. That was so helpful. The service was fast. As soon as we got our drink, the food was already ready. My wife and I ordered the Molokai and Honolulu platters, and both were tasty. We'll be back again. Yep, they will. That's how it's done right there. That's how you do it. That's how you do it. Let's see what else we got. Hold on one second. Bing, ping. All right, Hewlin, or if you're from Texas, Hewlin, the gentleman who appears to be the manager, is very loud and constantly talking about business things. It's off-putting and stressful to eat in the dining room. No peace, no quiet. I don't know what we did. I got a 2 star. I don't know what we did. This is an obscure one, but be alert, understand what is around you. Live Oak ordered Dole soft serve through the drive-through. Cup wasn't even half full. That's not how we make our money, guys. Houston, drive-through lines rush you. It felt unprofessional. That's not how we do it. Gave you 5 extra seconds even this time. You don't have to rush them. You really don't. It's one of 200 cars that day. You guys on average run 150 to 200 vehicles a day, depending on your volume. 150, 200 vehicles. One guy that takes 4 extra seconds cannot move the needle on that. You do not have to rush anybody to get it done. St. Joe, this is a shame because you guys haven't had a negative review in weeks. Like it was 10 or 12 weeks. That was a good run. Hate to see this happen. They're supposed to close at midnight, but when I arrived around 10:30 on a Friday, they were already closed. Another couple came up after me and found the same. If going to close early, they need to update their hours on the door and online. I would completely agree with you. So not sure what happened there. We got to look into that, but don't close early. You had a like a double. This was 10, 12, 13 week run of no negative reviews. So I want to applaud that. And we just made a mistake here, is what it looks like. Waco got them a 5 star review. Angel Angel went above and beyond to explain the menu, tour guide, and help us with our choices. We had a wonderful dining experience and the food was great. We were excited to try it since everything is gluten-free. Not everything. Don't get that rap. All right. Great job, Waco. That's how it's done. How are we going to grow our business? How are we going to keep growing our business? Because you guys are growing it. How are we going to keep growing it? Invite everyone to join the party. Get out there. The best way to do that is to have a party. Let them see it. So go have a catering, and then you got 50 new people there that have never tried the food, and then you're inviting them to the party. Always have the capacity to outpace the demand. That's a capacity of squirrels. We don't need a capacity of turkeys out there trying to do that. And then every customer leaves happy. That's what we do when we do it. Uh-oh, there we go. All right. Sales look good. Start of the week was tough. Then we got big. Just remember Kansas City Chiefs play on Monday, so your Sunday probably won't be interrupted like it usually is. I say that, knowing that we have restaurants outside of the Kansas City metro, but I just keep seeing somehow, some way, they've pried out of the cold, dead hands of the Cowboys the title of America's team. It just keeps seeing memes about Kansas City Chiefs being America's team. I know that stings if you're a Cowboys fan. I know if Wayne's on here, that just stings to hear that. But America's team, when the Kansas City Chiefs play, people watch. So Monday night, beware Monday Night Football, but it'd probably be, after dinner. Maybe you'll see a big rush of orders. But this weekend, you won't be impacted with your sales from a Kansas City Chiefs game, which is sad. I got to wait one more day to watch them play, but there you go. Great job in sales there. What do we got? Beverage attachment rate, kind of a split here. I've got half these stores that are crushing it and half that are going the wrong way. How do you go the wrong way in beverage? By that much. Missing it, missing it. Got to sell those beverages, guys. We got a lot of new ones too. We got new news for you to talk about. You guys want to try an icy? Like they show up to the window. I would focus on drive-through. I'd focus on drive-through. They show up to the window. We got ices. Did you know that? Here's a sample of it. Who would not take a sample of an icy? They would love it and they'll come back next time, or they may add one to their order right there. That's how it's done if you want to grow it. Icy Royalty, Columbia, taking the reins at the top. 18, you got to have 20 if you want to keep that machine. Got to move that lemonade. Arlington selling 50. This is what I got to tell you guys. Arlington is an inline restaurant without a drive-through, and they're selling more lemonades every day than every store. This isn't indexed against volume. They're just flat selling more than every other restaurant in the system. And they're an inline restaurant, not even close to the highest volume restaurant. They're half of the highest volume restaurant, and they're selling more lemonades a day. Got to get to selling those beverages. Dessert, got some people crushing it. Got some people falling off here. Just take a look at this and it's an easy one. Dole Whip is also something very easy to sample. How many people haven't even tried it? We sample the hell out of it during new restaurant openings. Get those little sample cups and just hand them out through drive-through. You will drive. It may not drive it that day. You will drive it the following day, following week. You'll continue to see your sales go up. All right. Last week, catering sales. Alliance had a catering order of $4,000. That'll move the needle right there. That'll move the needle right there. And only Blue Springs is left on the sub 500 club, but let's see what we got. We got an average of 2,500. That is amazing. 500 per business day. It's amazing hit to your business. The top 10 averaged 6,400, and Gretna did almost $10,000 in catering. That is badass right there. That is killer. I love it. I love it. Outliers in labor, Austin, yowza, 370 bips. You really, really missed that. Corpus Christi, it's a new restaurant, so you are um, definitely, um, you get a second, you get a little grace for being a new restaurant. But I got to tell you, you want to get up and normalize as quickly as you can. You want to get used to doing it the way the system is doing it. Blue Springs got to get that one fixed. Leaders in food cost variance, crushing it. Davenport, get yourself a new map. Hey, McDowell, Blue Springs, all over 200 bips. These are 75 basis points higher than the acceptable average. This is a whole almost 100 basis points above the variance. All these guys, total of 27, were able to do it under 1% variance. That's tight. Tight, 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 tight. Any Breaking Bad fans? Red, blue, green, blue, whatever. Yeah, that's a good one. All right, what guests are saying? Let's see what those guests are saying. Why do I spew obscure quotes? I don't know, to amuse myself is why I do it. And just a few of you out there. I had a guy, I know, a physics teacher named Dr. Pilgrim. He was a dentist and he taught physics, and um, he would tell jokes as nonsensical as my jokes that just amused himself, but always inevitably one person in the room would laugh, and that's all he needed to feed off of his silly jokes. He'd be up there ready to light a Bunsen burner. Anybody got a match? Why, I haven't had a match since Superman died. That's his kind of joke. So, all right, Spalding, get your foot off the boat. They sent us the wrong meal. We tasted it and it was horrible. It's probably a double quarter pounder with cheese. Walkie. This was my favorite restaurant until they gave me a classic Honolulu chicken when I ordered a large. Jesus, that's a tough customer right there. You were my favorite until you failed me with the size. Now you're no longer my favorite. 1 star. That's tough. We got to get it right. We got to get all the orders right. That's why the gator is down there. But this guy, we did it, just gave you this classic instead of a large. Arlington didn't receive all of my order. Well, I'm unhappy. 1 star for you. No soup for you. 10 out of 10 vibes. I love it. I love this place. So cute and Hawaiian themed. Very happy with Charles and I'm not even going to attempt. I'm sorry. I feel like the S would be silent, but I would love for you to tell me how to pronounce your name properly. Very friendly, but I'm thankful for you and made the moment great. Up there in Omaha, great job. 5 out of 5. Hiring squirrels up there. Disingenuous to put the 2 portions of protein I paid for on a mixed plate over a huge bed of rice. Disingenuous you are. Wichita, the place below average with even worse portions. I've gone 3 times due to my love for the one in Lawrence, but this location is a joke. Okay, so I actually put this on the wrong slide. I meant to put this back up on the other slide, and I apparently put it on the wrong slide. But what I wanted to point to you, Wichita, right down the road from Lawrence is my favorite location, but I get skimpy portions when I'm in Wichita. That's what they're saying. Come here 3 times, skimpy portions. And I just wanted to point out to you that Lawrence is running a 24.9 food cost and making the guest happy. So you don't get there by skimping. You can do both. You can put the right portion on and you can run your food cost. You just don't waste food in other ways. That's how it's done. Manhattan, no straw or receipt. Literally asked for the receipt, and the girl told me it was in the bag. If you don't know, just say that so I can check. All right. That's an angry person. Glendale took 25 minutes for my wife to pick up DoorDash order and she received the wrong order. Staff was rude, slammed the window shut after refusing to fix it. Hey, this is the wrong order. Could you fix it for me? No. Slam. A disappointing experience, but I've heard management has started improving things lately. All right, there we go. Or word on the street. Had a great experience at this location. Food was delicious. Staff was friendly and helpful. The dining room was clean and inviting. I love it. That's how it's done, guys. Drive through, crushing it. Waco still at the top. Walkie, you know what? Very close. I'm not even gonna give you a hard time. That is moving in the right direction. You're below 30. That's it. You just need to get that 70%. Almost there. I'm proud of that. I'm proud of the movement they've made in Waukee. And we also don't see Davenport on this list. So we are fixing the drive through in Iowa. See if we fix the social media up there. Reviews, crushing it. Kyle Liberty, Owasso, all perfect. Then we jump into these guys. Ah, 8 outliers. Ah, week 3. This is your number over here. Live Oak, you got a hill to climb, but I think you could do it. But you got a hill to climb, as does Hurst. The rest of you, I mean, 3 Little Elm, you've got to get off here. 5 South OP, you got to get off here. It's easy. Bell Road, you can do it. Everybody can do it. Live Oak, that would be awesome if you could do it. Hurst, that'd be awesome if you could do it, but it's gonna be challenging. I'll never put it past you. Waukee, I think you can do it. So get out there and do it. Leaders in Mystery Shop, we got 3 people that have averaged 100 through 3 weeks, and then a bunch of 99s, 98s. So don't tell me it cannot be done. This list of folks over here, I'd love to see from Lawrence down flip, but definitely from Overland Park down flip. I mean, this is a huge number. Way too many, as Matt says on point number 2 down there. We went 14 and 21 and down to 15. We're all over the place. 15 of you. Let's cut it in half for next week. Social media, still outlawed in Iowa, but Waukee, they're the rebels. They put up 4. Then the pastor came in and shut it down. No dancing in Iowa. No social media. The governor's put a ban on it. Crushing it over here on the left. I mean, Lubbock 50. Can you share a few of those in Iowa? Old Town 30. Great job. Davenport. Go over to Waukee and let them show you how LinkedIn is done. It's very, very simple. And you can schedule them. Just sit down for 30 minutes, schedule the rest of the year's posts, use AI, and then you never have to listen to me talk about LinkedIn again. I'd love for it to be a little more engaged than that, but I'm telling you, there is a way out. Oh, I'm too busy to do this. You could do it. You could do it. Oh my God, look at that list of outliers on missing and incorrect. Just crushing it. I want you to have that visual from now on. The missing and incorrect, it's hard to visualize not putting something in the bag. So I want you to visualize throwing eggs at drive-through cars and kicking members in their ass on the way out of the door. That is what we do here. And this whole list of people did it a whole bunch of the time. A whole bunch of the time. So we've got to treat our guests better than that if we'd like them to come back. It's just how it's done. EcoSure, just one naughty list. South Austin and an 85, doubling up on the criticals. No bueno. Yukon and Edwardsville, clean team. Hundos, I love it. South Austin, team drink over the food area. Don't do that. Pineapple prep stayed out for too long, 55 degrees. Don't do that. All right. All right, let's see what those guests are saying. All right, the food was bad. Tasted like it's past the due date. Spalding. Austin, very mid food. No, it's not. Relying solely on heavy sauce, but still tasteless. I don't think so. Austin, again, man, you guys are getting smoked. I ordered the pulled pork last time. It was fine, but this time it was so salty, it was bitter. The chicken was decent, but the pork was inedible. Yada yada. They don't like it down there in Austin. In Wichita, however, Wichita, when we do the portions right, they say absolutely delicious. I dine here anytime I'm on this side of town. We need one on the northwest side of Wichita. Well, you guys heard him. That's what we need. Frisco, I normally love this place. We got food poisoning. Yeah, it's got food poisoning. Fourth time, we got to serve safe food. That's why we do it. Fourth time, something has happened, has been off. Portions and rice are inconsistent. Sometimes mushy, sometimes fine. We just got to get it right. Tucson, this guy's getting inconsistent performance. Corpus Christi, it's the body of Christ. That's Latin, you know. They were so sweet and helpful on our first visit. Food came out hot, fresh, super quick. Portions were large too. Definitely plan on coming back. Well, that's how you do it, guys. That's squirrel-like behavior. Let's see what we got new here. Skooks. Don't call it anything other than that. Skooks. 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 School with an X. Skooks. Learning Management System. The LMS. Lots of hard work here. Watch your inbox for more details. The highlights that you're going to experience. Mobile first design. Training that fits in your pocket anytime. You can take a little trainer and stuff them in your pocket. Don't try that with one of the big trainers. Harry integration. The employee data flows automatically, saving time. And John Nelson's fingers are crossed tightly at the moment, hoping that that is the case. Technology, it's difficult. AI powered content. Yep, engaging culture aligned training from our SOPs, and you guys are going to be contributing to that in the future. Immersive learning, first person videos, interactive checklists, hands on practice. Love it. Foundation for the future. Field training now, professional development next. I love it. This is our Aloha Learning Academy, the ALA. Guys, this is an incredible amount of work by our training team, all of them, all of the people team. John, Michelle, Sarah's been working hard on it, and we all know we've honored her. Sam has been just working her fingers to the bone, making all of this content. It's incredible. Help from all of you. Clean Restaurants in Shawnee, where she shot a lot of this. I mean, a lot of people put a lot of hard work into this, but I'm very excited for it. It's differentiating for us. It is definitely differentiating for us. Let's see what else is new. Marketing portal. Take a shot of this. There's a QR code for you to scan. We got all kinds of new stuff today. Help you with your local store marketing. New features. Streamline local store marketing, making it easier and more efficient. Who wants to grow their sales? Right here. Includes a growing library of LSM. This is local store marketing programs and materials. See, we got LMS on one page, LSM on the other. We're not dyslexic, two different programs. Resources are organized by program for quick access, and then the materials can be customized and downloaded for digital use, printed locally, or ordered through the portal. Once again, I got an entire marketing team led by Shannon, Amy, and Kaylee working very, very hard to bring this to you so that you can use these tools to grow your business. Take a shot of that QR code, get out there and start marketing. Franchise Times has us listed. We got a lot of news here. Listed top 400. Wine Bros makes the list for the second year in a row, moving up 27 spots. I think we've been on there for a few years. Oh, we've been on the 500 for the last 3 or 4 years, but now we're number 282, moving up the ranks. Every year we're going to move up the ranks, guys, and we will be top 100 soon enough. Get out on LinkedIn and post on this or repost. Get it going. What else do we got? Oh, congratulations, Miss Leanne. With aloha and gratitude, we're excited to announce Leanne Brock's promotion to Executive Director of Franchise Operations. Hardworking, out in the field, getting muddy, sitting down on the job. Anywhere is a place for a level 10. Old cone hands down there. That video I actually made, and it's a GIF. And when you see her dancing with those, it is hilarious right there. And then smiling with Michelle, always a smile. That's the constant you see. Always a smile with Leanne, a well deserved promotion. This is probably an area where we're going to start having because we're seeing a lot of folks get promoted to new opportunities, even outside of our organization, going on to other franchise organizations. And as we continue to grow and we see those movement, I think we'll start honoring them here. It's a miss that we haven't done it in the past, but congratulations, Leanne. Well deserved. Appreciate that. Leanne also has done some studying and has another job. If you don't know, you know. That's the Reverend Leanne right there, presiding over our weekend festivities, officiated or refereed, whatever you would call it, our matrimony this weekend. Thank you, Miss Leanne. That looks great. Bernice in her bridesmaid dress there. You got it. Great weather this weekend. Anybody else want to get married? Go to Leanne. It's a great weekend. She can marry you if you want. Look at that weekend weather. It's fantastic all around. I mean, we are just fantastic everywhere we go. This is going to be a killer weekend. Look at this weather. This is amazing weather in Las Vegas now. Chattanooga coming soon. I mean, pardon me, boy. Is that the Chattanooga choo choo? Yeah, yeah. It's stuck in my head now. I can't get that's gonna be stuck in your head for the rest of the day. Get social here. What do we got? Shannon's hot talk of the week. If I remember right, I'm supposed to play it first, so here we go. Don't you know you spin me out of control? Manager told us to use our heads more at work. See, that's funny. Bringing the aloha spirit to life with humor is always a win. Flipping a line we've heard all into literal twist made laugh out loud, funny, and relatable. The way you owned the joke together shows awesome energy and true team vibes. That's Shannon's hot talk of the week. Very well done, guys. Let's see what else we got. Selvin, great job. Jorge, out there using LinkedIn, using AI, doing your thing, having fun in Lubbock. Lubbock's getting good at that stuff. I got to tell you. Phil up there crushing it. Phil's got friends, developed people. Nick, partner up there. I love it. This week in AI, who's got a knowledge sticker? There's your prompt, screenshot it. It's easy, 120 seconds. Go to the list, pick off something on the list. We went through it last week. Michael, Jorge, Gemma, Justin, Alan, Seda, Rosemarie, Jacqueline, Amanda, Lisa, Michael, Joe, Lane, great job. Julio, Blanca, Ted, Nick, Matt, Veronica, William, Kay, Jude, Miriam, and Amy was on there, but she didn't get listed. What those guests are saying. Let's see what we got. North Vegas got them 4. Hate to see that. Addison, Louisville, Manhattan, Murphy, Omaha, South OP, Richardson, all kind of equally contributed here. 35 operational complaints on an average of 36. And, we've got 12, 14, 18 of them. Better than half of them are in this list. Highland and Shawnee, both double-digit streaks with no complaints. 4 people don't know how to answer the phone. Julio, Nelson, Cordell, and Curry, let's get out after that. 4.76 average, 32 negative reviews. So we had 32 negative reviews, and here I've got 8, 11, 14, 18 of them right here. Spalding 2 weeks in a row. McDowell 9 weeks on this outlier streak. It's like if there's anywhere to focus, everybody should go to McDowell and help them get off this outlier list. In Tucson, you had 4 in 1 week. No bueno. Tucson, Hawaiian Bros, usually good portions, but my order had the smallest amount of chicken. McDowell, they constantly get orders wrong. Can't do that. McDowell, again, disappointing the small portions. Can't do that. Thomas Road gave me the wrong item. I don't like it. 0 weeks. Again, St. Joe fell off here. Get back on. Little Elm got him 13. Taylor Allison, Swift, lucky number weeks. Shawnee, 9. Keep it up. Yulin, excellent customer service from Rania. She was hustling around, checking on our guests, handling to go orders, and cleaning tables, all with a smile. She's a squirrel. The restaurant was busy. The food came out within minutes and was delicious as always. That's how it's done, guys. Gretna does it as well. The chicken was to die for. Dave's Hot Chicken. Who? After eating here, you won't be thinking about Dave's again. I love it. This flavor is next level. Thanks. We focus on every customer leaving happy. We have a beautiful weekend coming up. Go out and do the work. Thank you very much.